My brothers and sisters, now let us know, why do we need to talk? Why do we need to remind ourselves from the last chance? Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Maryam, Surah number 19, ayah number 39, Allah Almighty says, وَأَنذِرْهُمْ, and warn them of the day of regret, of the day of grief, when the matters will be settled. Your judgment will be passed. And yet they are in the state of carelessness and they do not believe. My brothers and sisters, Allah Almighty says, warn them. Why? Why this warning? Two reasons. Number one, it is a part of Allah's mercy that He is warning us, He is reminding us, He is alarming us, He is cautioning us, so that we may reflect. Number two reason of the warning, if we are not warned, we will never come back. We will never come out of the state of carelessness. We will never come back from the state of carelessness if we are not warned. Like in the state, like in the example of a student. The student is being warned, is being cautioned, is being alarmed by his teacher. My student, prepare now, otherwise you will regret, you will fail. And this is a warning. If this warning is not given to the student, he will not come out of that carelessness. He will continue to be in the state of carelessness. And therefore, Allah is giving us a warning. If we do not care for this warning now, if we do not show our care of that day now, if we don't heed the warning of that day now, we will be lost. My dear brothers and sisters, what will be the day of regret? And what is the result of this carelessness? What is the consequence of this carelessness? By Allah, if we show or if we are in the state of carelessness, and if we don't come back to Allah, it will lead us to the worst place prepared by Allah, hellfire. Have you ever imagined what will be the hellfire? Did it take your mind? Have you remind yourselves about the hellfire? It is called as Al-Jahim, the blazing fire. It is called as Jahannam because of the depth of its pit. It is called as Laza because of its flames. It is called as Al-Sa'ir because it kindled. It is called as Al-Saqar, which means the intensity of heat. It is called as Hatama because it breaks and crushes the things that comes in it. It is called as Al-Hawiya because the one who is thrown into it will be thrown from top to bottom. That is the worst place. Allah reminds us in the Quran, in so many places, as a reminder about the situation of the people who do not show care of that day, the day of regret, the day of hereafter. My brothers, Allah Almighty says in Surah Mu'minun, Surah number 23, ayah number 99 and 100, about the person. The person would say, my Lord, send us back to this world so that we may do good which we used to neglect. Nay, Allah says, it's just the words that they utter. And it will be said to them, it will be said to them, didn't our ayat reach to you? Didn't our message reach to you? Have you not recited? Have you not listened to it and denied? And it will be said, the cry of those people who will show carelessness and regret on that day. They will say, Rabbana, our Lord, akhrijna minha, take us out, remove us from it, from the hellfire. And if we were to do wrong and evil, we would be among those who are evildoers, who are wrongdoers. Allah continues in Surah Furqan, Surah number 25, ayah number 27. The wrongdoers on the day of regret will bite their hands out of regret and would say, I wish I had followed the path of the Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam.